Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry that it's been such a long time, but considering that it is December, that can only mean one thing. The Nanowrimo is over. I have for you guys a pretty long kind of Nanowrimo vlog. So I knew I kind of wanted to record my process during Nanowrimo. I definitely didn't want to do daily vlogs like Natalia Lee, and even weekly vlogs like Brooke Passmore kind of just seemed like a little bit too much for me. So I just decided to do the entire month of Nano. So that is what I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoy it. All of the clips were just filmed on my cell phone, so I hope that the quality is okay. But I just wanted to be real with you guys. So basically every day is kind of like a weekday, 10 p.m. getting ready to go to bed because I wake up at 5 a.m. because I work at 7 a.m. every single day. So I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I'm excited. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Well, I guess I won't really spoil it for you, but the vlog kind of started around the 30K because I had previously started, and it's ending around, I think it's like 87 or something like that. But anyway, so it's not the whole book. So I didn't like write a book in a month because, well, unless your book is 50K, you're not really gonna write a whole book in a month. But my goal is 100K. So as you'll see in the later clips, I talk about the fact that yes, I won Nanowrimo, spoiler alert, but I'm not done with the first draft. So I won't keep you any longer because, like I said, I talk all about it in the vlog. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a chatty one. Obviously, I'm just talking to my cell phone about my writing and about my spiraling and about the self-doubt and about the things that I've learned, and I just get real with you guys. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you make it to the end, thank you so much for watching it. The video is a little bit long because if you can't tell from this intro, I'm a little bit chatty. But before I let you guys go, I want to let you know I am now offering signed copies over on my website for just $13. So if you go over there, you can check out what is included. I guess I can just tell you. It is a signed copy, some signed swag, which includes a bookmark, a postcard, and some sticker character art while I still have them. So definitely go ahead and get your copy. I'll have the link down below, and you can have a signed version of The Devil's Heir to jump into 2020. Or unless you're a quick reader, to end it 2019 with. So anyways, that is all I have for you guys, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Hey guys, it is Monday, November 4th around 10:45 p.m. and I decided that I want to try to do like a weekly recap for Nanowrimo. So I'm going to try to record all of Nanowrimo and then just do like one big video at the end of the month. So I actually went on a 3-day vacation starting November 1st to 3rd. So I'm way behind on Nanowrimo already, but I was able to write at least like 500 words a day while I was on vacation. So today's the 4th, so I'm supposed to be at 6,668 words. Right now I'm at about 4,191. So I actually did write a bunch today. I wrote over 2,500 words, which is pretty rad because I was really tired after work with the time change. Like, it got super late, so I wasn't even sure if I was gonna make it. So I definitely wrote almost 1,000 over the regular goal, so I'm pretty happy about that. So hopefully tomorrow I can keep that up. And then I think I saw that Brittany Wing and Mandy were gonna do another 10K in a day. I think it's this weekend, I'm not really sure, but since you guys will have already, that would have already passed, so hopefully they do that. I don't think I have any plans for this weekend, so I'm going to try to sit my butt in this chair and knock out a bunch of words. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do 10K because the last time I did 10K in a day, I was so tired. It was awesome, but god damn, I was tired. Like, it literally took me all freaking day. I was able to do about 1,000 words an hour, so I did about 45-minute sprints. I gave myself 15 minutes and then kept going. So it was one of the longest days of my life, but it was awesome. So hopefully I can do at least a couple solid hours to make sure that I catch up. I'm only about like, I'm about like 2,500 off right now, so that's quite a bit. But anyways, so that is my update as of Monday, November 4th. If I didn't already say this, I am drafting the second book of The Devil's Heir. So like I mentioned, I previously did a 10K in a day. I actually did that in July, so July of 2019. I think my book was with my editor at that time, so I just had some free time, and I actually won, so I was able to do the 10K. And then what did I do? Like the week of my release, maybe 2 weeks of my release for book 1, I had off, so I started to get rolling. I originally wanted to write 50K in October and then 50K in November, so I could be done by the end of Nanowrimo, because my goal is usually about 100K, but it just didn't end up happening. I only had about like around 30K, I think, by the end of October, so I was able to write another 20K like pretty fast within like maybe a couple weeks, which is really rad. So now my total is, including today's session, my total is 39,527, so almost at 40,000. Again, really awesome. So hopefully I can just keep this up. I do my best writing at night, so I started writing around like 8 p.m. Like I said, it's now almost 11 o'clock, which kind of fits in with my timeline. Like I said, I usually did like 1K in an hour. Not super focused. I wasn't doing like any sprints, anything like that. I had like Netflix up on my other screen just because I really like a background noise, but I was able to get in quite a bit of words, so I'm pretty proud of that. And hopefully I can keep this up, and I'll try to remember vlogging as much as I can. Okay, bye. Just checking in again. It is Sunday, November 10th, 2019 of NaNoWriMo. And in that last clip, I think it was Monday the 4th, so when I just got back from vacation, so I was super behind on NaNoWriMo. It is officially like a little over a week later, and I am caught up. So in fact, I'm actually a little bit ahead. So it's about 4 p.m. I haven't written today, but that's because I usually do my best writing at nighttime. So right now my word count is 16,139, and for November 10th, I'm supposed to be at 16,670. So I'm about like 500 words off, which is perfect. I'm gonna try to go for the usual 17 to 2,000 tonight, but to catch up, I was doing about 2,500 words a night, so that was pretty crazy. So I'm not gonna say definitely, but I'm hopefully gonna hit over the 500 word mark, so that way as I'm continuing my days into NaNoWriMo, I'm still ahead of the game. So that is my quick NaNoWriMo update. The story is going really well. I'm really excited about it. So I actually just hit the 50,000 word mark, so I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in the other clip, but I started writing book 2 earlier, so the goal was to have 50K by end of October. That way by end of November I'll be at 100K. I didn't quite make it. I think I was at around like 30ish by the end of October. So I officially hit the 50K mark. But that's not the 50K, no, that's not at the 50% mark in my plotting. So I had plotted the first half of the second book, because if you guys have been following my channel, you'll know that I was a pantser, like a hardcore pantser. So I'm trying to transition into a plotser. So I plotted the first half of this book, and then I figured I just needed to write it to see how it was going, and then I'll figure out the other half. So we'll see how that goes by the time I get there for the daily word counts, because yeah, that's probably gonna make it a little bit harder, because obviously I've had a general outline to work on as I've been writing right now. But anyways, the reason I brought this up is because I hit the 50K mark, which is technically half of the total 100K I was hoping to go for the first draft. And I'm not even at the 50% mark in my plot. So I don't know how long this book is gonna be. The first book was at around 100K for the first draft, and it ended, the final draft was almost 100K. I was in like the high 90s, I think, maybe like 98, 99. So we'll see how long this book is going to be. But like I said, because I haven't really plotted the second half, I don't know if it'll be as detailed as it is right now, because I know what I want to say. So we'll see where that ends up. But yeah, it's going really well. It's totally different from the first one. I'm not going to tell you guys how, because I want you to read it. But I think those who read the first book and really enjoyed it, you're totally going to enjoy the second one. So I'm excited about that, and I will catch you guys in another update. Bye. Guys, it is Wednesday, November 13th. It's almost 11 p.m. It is way past my bedtime because I work at 7 a.m. every morning. So I usually get up around 5. So anyways, not the point. Back with another Nano update. So I've been slaying Nanowrimo for the past like 3, almost 4 days. I've actually been able to hit over 3K a day. So I am beyond caught up at this point. Hashtag blessed. So today I was only supposed to be at 21,671, and by the end of the day, so I've already entered my words for the day, I'm at 27,152. So I'm over halfway done, which is so exciting. But like I said in my previous clip, I think, I haven't even hit the halfway mark in my actual book plotting yet. So this book might be a little bit big, but we'll see. There's like a lot more action and like a movement in this book, so I'm definitely gonna have to go back during the rewrite, during the second draft, to really be able to focus in on those scenes and see the movement, because anyways, not gonna spoil anything. But so that's already something that I know I'm going to have to go back and look at. But it said that at this rate I'll finish on November 24th, which would be really crazy because that is well ahead of the end of the month and even Thanksgiving. So that would be super cool. But who knows, every day when I sit down, I kind of feel like I'm not even gonna meet the 1700 like a minimum. But once I get going, like I said, I've been able to hit pretty good words. So thank God I plotted out at least the first half of this book, because if I didn't, there's no way in hell would I be able to write as much as I am doing right now. So past me, thank you so much. XO present me. So anyways, yeah, but since I'm ahead of the game, hopefully this weekend, like I said, it's Wednesday, so hopefully this weekend, I'm still gonna write obviously, but I'm going to attempt to plot out the second half of the book, so that when I, get closer or do what I'm doing right now, which is like a lot of words, I won't feel super behind or stuck. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but at the 50% mark of this book, something really crazy, really major happens. So I'm a little bit nervous, but also excited to see what the second half of the book is going to be like. So much has happened in this first 50%, like so much has happened that I'm just kind of worried I won't be able to keep that momentum going, which is why you have rewrites, right? Like this is only the first draft, so I know I shouldn't feel that way, but because I haven't plotted it yet, it still does make me a little bit nervous. But we'll see how that goes, and I'll try to remember to film another update for you guys as I'm doing the plotting, so you can see how that is going. So yeah, that is the end of this update. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I know it's not every day, but I'm only filming when I really have something new to say. So I'll hopefully see you in the next clip, which will be this weekend when I hopefully finish plotting out. If I can do the rest of the book, that would be pretty rad. I already have some basic notes, so if you guys have already seen some of my other videos, you know that I use Save the Cat for my plotting. So I already have like the beats for the rest of the book, but now I just need to do the chapter by chapter outline, because that's kind of how I do it since I'm like a plancer. I don't go scene by scene, but I'll do like a I'll do the beats on like sticky notes, so super broad, and then I'll actually go chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and I'll do like a generic outline, kind of, I guess you could say, scene, since I'll add in the little star indicating a new scene. So I guess you can say scene by scene, but I don't go like too ham on the plotting. So basically all that to say, I do have a generic bigger outline for the rest of the book, but I'm not sure if it's going to work with this first half, so I'll have to readjust. And yeah, all that to say that Nano is going super well. I am 99% positive I'm going to win it this year and finish up the first draft of this book, which is book 2 of The Devil's Heir. If you haven't read the first one, it is out now. Links will be down below, so that'd be super awesome if you read that. So by the time the second book comes out, you'll be ready for it. And then you'll get to see when I say like, ooh, like this happened today, or the crazy thing that happened. So you'll be able to catch up with that. Okay, anyways, bye guys. It's been a minute. It is Thursday, November 21st. So I've kind of fell off a little bit. Sorry, I'm like standing, so if my camera's moving. Yeah, don't mind my unmade bed, or over there, or anywhere in my room. So I kind of fell off a little bit. I was doing like 25 to 35,000 words a night, so that's why I was super ahead of the game. And then I had just like a tough weekend, so I was only able to hit the official nano count, so about 15 to 16 100 words around there. And then one night I went to dinner with a friend, so I was only able to do about 600 words. And then last night I did some plotting, because as I mentioned before, I only had about half the novel done. So I spent all day yesterday trying to work out what's going to happen in the second part of this book. And I will definitely say I think the first half is pretty strong. Not really sure about the second half yet, but I now have a better idea, so fingers crossed. I just finished my workout, so I'm gonna go take a shower, eat some dinner, and then I'll check in with you guys a little bit later to see my word count, because now I'm only about a day ahead, while before I was about 4 days ahead. So I definitely need to hit at least the nano count, but I was able to plot out at least 5 or 6 chapters yesterday, so hopefully that carries me out for at least a couple more days. And I've been thinking about it today while I was thinking about it all at work. I'm gonna wrap up book 2, so now I have a better idea, so hopefully I can plot out the remaining chapters and win nano, and then finish the first draft sometime next month. If I could do it by the end of nano, that would be amazing, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that, so at least sometime in December, so I can take off the new year, let it settle, and then get back to it. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Okay, I am back. It is 9:50 p.m. It is still Thursday, November 1st, and I just finished writing for the night. I got a total of 2,042 words. So that puts me at 39,833 words, and today I'm only supposed to be at about 35,000, so I'm almost 4,000 ahead, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. I was struggling for a bit. I hit about like the first 500 words pretty fast in like my first writing session, and then I kind of slowed down a little bit, but I was able to hammer it out. I think I was just having to get through that tough scene. But so I'm still on the same chapter. So for tomorrow I'll still be on the same chapter, but I'll be writing or finishing that up. It's all that's left is pretty much action. And if you follow me, then you know that I'm more of like a romance writer, so action really isn't my forte. So that's definitely something I'm going to have to really focus on during my rewrites, is sitting and looking at the whole scene, like the movement of the piece, if that makes any sense. So that's definitely something I'm gonna have to look into. But let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so I have about 8 chapters, more like 6 and like a half chapters that I'm pretty positive about for my for the next couple days. So since I'm basically at 40,000, I will probably be hitting NaNoWrimo, about the 50K, even with just those couple chapters that I have listed out. But like I said, today while I was at work, I was thinking about it all day, and I have a bigger, more general sense of how I want the ending to go. So I don't know if I've mentioned it in any of these clips yet, because I'm a horrible vlogger and I'm so sorry. But this book, this second book, is huge, like possibly also in word count, but I just mean there's so much going on in this book, like so much so that I wasn't even sure if my original plan of this being a trilogy was gonna happen. I was like, oh my god, is this gonna be like a saga? I don't know, but no, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be just 3, so just the trilogy like I originally planned. And you know, so to anyone who's read the first one and, you know, maybe you didn't like it too much, which is totally okay. Everyone has their own opinions, yada yada yada, not gonna get into that. I really hope that you at least give the second one a chance, because like I said, there's so much going on, like so much get reveals that it is crazy. And I know it's like taboo that writers aren't supposed to defend their work, and I get it, but I'm just gonna say it anyways because this is my channel and I can say what I want. And you know, for any other future writers out there, just know that it's okay to feel the need or feel the desire to validate yourself. You know, not that you ever should, because you don't have to, but a lot of writers try to, or a lot of people try to put you down for feeling that need, you know, and I feel like that's totally normal to want to defend your work. I mean, I'm not saying like sit there and respond to Goodreads comments and be like, no, you didn't understand, like if you would just read, you know, chapter 13 line 26 page 700, like I'm not saying to do that. I'm not saying respond at all, but I'm just saying that it's okay that, you know, in your heart, if you get a little bit hurt by it, or if you feel the need to, you know, even if it's just defending it like to your mom or just someone that you know, like to talk it out and be like, oh, like I would say this, or this is my response to that comment. Just know that those feelings are validated. Speaking of, so I'm gonna validate myself. Because this is only 3 books, like I said. I mean, I knew this was gonna happen even before writing it. Like I knew, because this was only 3 books, that Calla's journey was going to be so vast and so big and so important. Like I knew her journey was going to be huge. And so the first book, like it always has a special place in my heart. Like The Devil's Heir, that is where it started, and that is where she was supposed to be, you know? So again, not that I'm going to sit here and invalidate it, but I'm basically just saying, you know, to anyone who maybe thought, whatever, I'm not gonna get into it. Moral of this story is that I really hope that, you know, whether you loved the book or thought it could have been better, or, you know, you didn't finish it, it just wasn't your cup of tea, I really hope that you at least try the second book because I think it is pretty crazy already, and this will be uploaded at the end of NaNoWriMo, so I'll not even have one. I might not even have finished the first draft, but I'm definitely not going to have you know, jumped back into it and done any edits yet, and I already know that it's gonna be pretty crazy, so I'm just really excited about it. I feel like I've learned so much as a writer and a storyteller, which I guess is the same thing as a writer, but I just learned so much from the first book, and one of them is to not be afraid of your word count, because I know for the first one, like I said, the story is where I wanted it to be, so I'm not saying that I would have changed anything, like, that's not what I'm saying at all, but I was so worried to keep it at 100K. One, because editor is so expensive, but you can watch some of my other videos talking about that, because most editors charge you by word, so every single word matters. So you don't want to have a $150,000 manuscript. No, you're gonna be paying like thousands of dollars, you know. So don't be afraid to write the big first draft and then chop it. You know, my first draft of The Devil's Heir, so book 1, was around 100K, and it ended up being around 100K. But I've talked about it in, you know, many of my other stories or videos, that the book was is crap. Like, my first draft was crap compared to what it is when I published it, which I'm so proud of it. So much of it changed that it didn't feel like it needed to be bigger, if that makes any sense. But now that I'm writing the second draft, and like I've said before, I'm currently at 75,000 words, and I feel like I've barely hit the halfway point. Well, I hit the halfway point in terms of the Save the Cat beats, but I feel like that might change, at least percentage wise, because like I said, so much happened in this first half that I'm not even sure like just how much is left, if that makes sense. Like and I mean, I know what's gonna happen, but like the chapter by chapter, because that's kind of how I plot. I do like broad chapter outlines. The chapter by chapter outline, I'm not sure how many is left, because like I said, I haven't finished fully plotting it. I only plotted the next 8 or so chapters just so I can finish NaNoWriMo, and then obviously I'll plot the rest of it before I keep writing. So I'm not really sure how much is left for the second half of the book. So whether that, you know, percentage is going to shift a little bit, I'm obviously going to have many months, many rounds of edits, so that 50% mark might change. Like, it actually might be pushed a little bit sooner. But anyways, like I said, so much is happening in this book that I feel like I can kind of shift the Save the Cat, the beats, to kind of anywhere, because, you know, important things happen throughout the entire book. But anyways, now I'm just blabbing at this point. This is like a 10-minute clip already. I don't even know how long this whole video is gonna be. Probably like 20-30 minutes. But anyways, yeah, so I hope that everyone else had a fantastic Nano. I will keep you guys updated later, but as of right now, for the manuscript total, I'm about 75,000 words. And for Nano, on this lovely Thursday, November 21st, 2019, I am at almost 40K. So it is 9 p.m. It is Wednesday, November 27th, 2019. It is the night before Thanksgiving, and I am 1,900 words away from winning NaNoWriMo. So I was really hoping, and this was last night's word count at the end of the night, so I was really hoping that I was going to be able to win Nano tonight, but this chapter that I'm on is just really tough. The words are going so slow. I've only written about 800 words, and I've been sitting here for probably 2.5 hours, I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of, you know, messing around, but still, this is just a really it's supposed to be like a really emotional chapter, and I'm just not connecting with it right now. I think I'm just so tired. I've been really hauling ass on Nano, you know, trying to win and finish my draft like I've been talking to you guys about, but I'm just so freaking close, and I really want to finish the draft as soon as I can. I'm currently on, I guess I could just say it's not really a spoil. I'm currently on chapter 27, so if you read the first book, you'll know that The Devil's Heir was 28 chapters, and I'm not done yet, so I'm not really sure how long this book is going to be, and I'm currently at 84,405 words, so I guess I still have plenty of wiggle room. Like I said, I'm hoping that my draft is going to be about 100k anyways, so I guess I still have plenty of room to finish up. Honestly, I thought I was going to have a lot more words by this point, but I have a I'll show you. I have like a stack of like sticky notes with the rest of the book. So I don't know if I've told you, but whenever I'm at work, I sit at my desk all day at work, just on my computer, and so I have a bunch of sticky notes. So whenever I have like a day where I have like a bunch of ideas, I'm always just, you know, jotting them down on stickies and then bringing them home and trying not to lose them. So I have those set off to the side. I have about like 2.5 chapters that I've actually plotted out in Scrivener. So then once I get to those done, I will take those stickies and try to develop them into actual chapters. So I'm hoping to finish, I don't even know, I can't believe it's December already, so it's going to be December by the time you guys see this video, which is just crazy. Anyways, yeah, so I'm just, yeah, I don't even know what's happening. I'm at the exact point that I was last year for The Devil's Heir. I think I finished the first draft like the first week of December, something like that, or pretty early December, and then I think I did like my second read through after like my break in January, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing this time around. Oh, excuse me. But I've already booked the cover designer, which I'm so excited about. So if you guys watched my how much did self-publishing cost me, you'll know that I don't have a copy with me. My front cover was done by Damon Zaw, and then the wrap and all the marketing material was done by Deranged Doctor Designs. So originally I was going to go with Deranged Doctor Designs, but they didn't have a booking until like August of 2019, and that just felt like a little bit late for me. Like I wanted to at least have the front cover done, so that's why I went with Damon Zaw. But anyways, as of right now, they're only booked out until about April, so I'm not going to tell you when, but not for April, I pushed it out a little bit later. But so I already got in that, so now everything just seems so real. I mean, yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know how I feel, I guess. Writing is both easier and harder this second time around. It's harder just like in the fact that my characters now have to develop even further, if that makes sense. You know, I mean, I typically like my goal, well, for all my writing, you know, I write romance. So in the future, you know, if I can ever become like an actual romance writer, I probably won't be doing series, just like standalones, or like series, but when it like involves like the friends and the family and stuff like that. So those, I really like those because once their book wraps up, like, yes, they've had their own arc, but then when the series continues, you get to see them grow a little bit, whatever. But this one's really hard. One, because it ended on like such a big note that it's just, you know, just building up from there, and the fact that it has to just get crazier and crazier and crazier, that's kind of hard. And I don't want to say that I'm experiencing burnout or anything. I think it's just this time of year. I'm just really tired. I'm really tired. I mean, I'm loving it. Like I said, it's easier in the aspect that I've actually plotted out this book. So I don't know if I talked about it in any of the other clips, but like 75% of my rewrites for book 1 were just story, like just getting the story to be good. Because if you read the first draft, which thank God none of you have besides like my mom and my sister, it was not that it was crap, but it was so amateur. Like I feel like my characters didn't really do too much, you know, like there wasn't a lot of setting change and that type of stuff. So the majority of the rewrites, and even, you know, with my developmental editor, the editor that I paid big money for, you know, it was just doing the story. So now that I'm actually plotting out, there's so much that happens. Like there's so much action, there's so much change. So in that sense, it's easier, in the sense that, God, how many times can I say sense? In the way that, you know, my character is constantly on the move and she has new things that she has to go through. But it's hard, you know, to have her grow as, you know, I'm growing as a writer. But yeah, but that's why I'm really excited to do the edits. For me, I feel like I prefer editing over drafting, but we'll see if that changes in the future. So I think what I'm going to try to do is maybe do like 1 to 2 versions of myself and then give it to some alpha readers to get some initial feedback, and then, you know, go into the beta process. But hopefully I'm going to pick out like 1 to 2 aspects of the book per draft, at least for like my personal drafts, to focus on, you know, 1 to 2 things at a time, instead of like I was saying, for the first one I was just focusing on the story as a whole, you know, making sure that the big stuff was entertaining. So now that I know the character a little bit better, and now that the movement is the way that it should be, I don't have to worry about that part. Now I can really go into like the deeper stuff, if that makes sense, like the character development. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, so I have, like I said, the cover design all booked out. So now everything is like official. I'm hoping to get this out sometime next year. Exactly when, I have no idea, but I will obviously let you guys know. And then I'm hoping to get the 3rd book started, like, you know, not right away, but for this one I started it after I pretty much finished like the first book. I did that one 10K in a day in I think it was in July, so that gave me a really big head start for when I actually sat down. But for the 3rd one, you know, now that once I finish this draft, I'll know how it ends. So for the 3rd one, I at least want to have like a really good plot, a really good outline, not a plot, the outline, and then just slowly work on it, like not give myself too much pressure, you know, because for like editing and stuff like that, your book is obviously away from you anyways, so you might as well use that time to your advantage. So hopefully I'll just slowly work on it, not like, you know, right now where I'm working on it every single night, literally every single night, if, you know, 6 days a week, if not 7, you know, working as hard as I possibly can to, you know, just get it done. So I think it'll be nice to kind of just, no pressure, you know, draft the 2nd one, or the 3rd one, draft the 3rd one, as I'm really focusing in on the 2nd, so that I can get the 3rd one out. No promises, but hopefully within like less than a year, since I'm starting this one at the same time as I did the first one. This one might, the 2nd book might come out like a, you know, a year in between, but maybe a little bit sooner, who knows. So for that 3rd one, hopefully I won't have to take another year, if that makes any sense, for that one to come out. And I will do a separate video, because this is already 10 minutes long. I'll do a separate video talking about all of my 2020 writing goals, because I have a lot of goals, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that is my current update. I'm gonna sit here, you know, for as long as I can. I'm super tired, but I'm gonna sit here for as long as I can and just try to, you know, plug away at this chapter, because the eventually needs to get written anyways. So yeah, like I said, I'm at 800 words as of right now. I need about, what did I say, like 1100 more technically to win Nano. So I'll probably be able to win Nano with the chapters that I have drafted, which would be nice, because then, you know, I can take a little bit of a break to focus on plotting out the other chapters, you know, plug it into Scrivener, so that way I can sit back down and I already have everything written out for me. I don't have to worry about looking at my sticky notes and then looking back at my screen and stuff like that. So I hope you guys, since you'll see this late afterwards, I hope you guys had a fabulous Thanksgiving if you choose to celebrate that. And I will check back in once I've won Nanowrimo, which will probably not be tonight, but hopefully tomorrow, if not sometime this weekend. And if you got to this point in the vlog anyways, thank you so much for sticking around. It's actually really fun to just kind of, you know, record all these clips on my phone so I don't have to set up any of my equipment, not care what I really look like, and just chat with you guys, give you guys updates. Because I basically finished, I didn't do it, I only did it in November, so obviously I had started this book earlier, in like, basically like September, so it's super fun to check in with you guys. So maybe I'll do it again in the future, but for like, you know, the whole book, and then I'll record as much as I can and then just kind of divide it into appropriate chunks, so then maybe that'll be like my release day video or whatever, so in case I give any spoilers or anything like that. But yeah, so last thing I'm going to say is my 2 movie choices, because if you guys have been following me, you know that I need to write with a background noise. So since it is the holidays, my top 3 repeat Christmas movies are A Cinderella Christmas. It is on Hulu. If you haven't watched it, it is I love it. I mean, it's pretty cheesy, and you know, some parts you can tell like the editing was like, wait, what happened? Because like a scene will like jump. But anyways, A Cinderella Christmas on Hulu, absolutely love it. And then I love The Princess Switch on Netflix with Vanessa Hudgens, and Dear Santa, also on Netflix, is one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. I think I discovered that one a couple years ago, and I watch it all the time. It's just one that I can just keep watching. I don't know why. It's, like I said, it's kind of crappy, but I freaking love it. So anyways, I'm watching A Cinderella Christmas right now, and I will see you guys later. Hey guys, so the reason I actually look put together today rather than a hot ass mess like I do every other day is it is Thanksgiving. So I think I updated you, I don't think it was yesterday, but I think it was Tuesday maybe. So anyways, it is Thursday. What is it? Thursday, November 28th. 2019, it is Thanksgiving, and I won Nanowrimo. So I'm super, super, super excited. But like I've been talking about this whole time, just because I won Nanowrimo doesn't mean that I'm done with my actual book. So I still have like 15 to 20k left to hit that 100,000 draft mark that I wanted to hit, but we'll see. Kind of what I've been talking about this entire vlog, you guys will know that I originally thought, that was my dog hitting the door. I originally thought that the halfway mark in my plotting was gonna be like obviously the halfway mark, but because so much kind of happened in that first 50% that I'm still not even really sure what is going to happen in the latter 50%. So what I originally thought was a 50% might actually be closer to like 75%. So we'll see. I will keep you guys updated as I finish the first draft of the book. Like I said in the last clip, I still have those sticky notes. So now that I'm done with Nanowrimo, I'm probably going to take what's on those sticky notes and put it in the chapter dividers over on Scrivener, so that I can hurry up and finish this draft, so I can end 2019 having published my first book, which is just the coolest thing ever. And having fully drafted the first draft of the second book so that I can jump into 2020 with a fresh mind, clear eyes, all that good stuff, so I can get it ready for you guys to publish in 2020. So anyways, that is all I have for you guys. Definitely follow me over on Instagram. I'll put it in over here for more of a daily kind of, maybe not daily, whenever I have an update for you guys, that's where I will put it. So definitely go follow me over there. And if you got into this point in the vlog, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it was so blabbering, but I wanted to be real with you guys because I try to be real with you guys all the time. So, you know, I talked about the things that I've learned. I've talked about when I was a little bit sad, you know, things that I've learned, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, I hope your Nano, your Thanksgiving, and then coming up your Christmas is absolutely fabulous. And I don't know if I've mentioned it in any of these clips, but I know that I did in the beginning, in the intro, since obviously this is the same. I'm filming it at the same time. But if you made it to the end and you forgot, as a reminder, I now have signed copies of The Devil's Heir for sale over on my website for just $13. And that includes the signed copy and some signed swag. So go check that out. And I appreciate you guys so much. Nothing else to say. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.